It feels gratifying for sure. We've been working hard for the last month, and even, before the USC game, you and I were talking, I felt like we were making progress, and it didn't quite show up then. And, we had a bye week. We did 2 weeks of really doing some things and detailing our game, and I just felt like the dam was going to break at some point, and it did today. So I was really happy to see the defense get some turnovers, made some big plays on their side of it. Offensively, Brendan Lewis played exactly that I knew he was capable of doing today, and he threw the ball dynamite, and receivers made plays. So I was really excited there. And then we got a big special teams turnover, too, with the block punt. So, it's 3 phases of football coming together, and I think our team feels really good right now.
You and I were talking on Thursday about the complementary aspect of football and how, you get a special teams touchdown, you get a pick six on the interception by Carson Wells. The other guys start feeding off that kind of energy. That's the kind of thing that can really kind of start a ball rolling, can't it?
It really does. It really creates that chemistry on your team that every phase of what we do can make a play. And it was good that we did that, against a conference opponent. It was a great win that we needed to get, and obviously we're all in conference games from here on out. So we needed to kind of create some momentum. If we're going to get ourselves in position to do anything in this conference, it starts, with today and having a convincing win and feeding on that confidence. So hopefully that carries to the next week against Cal.
You're always working on getting better, but your young quarterback today, he was making throws in rhythm. He was throwing receivers open. The ball was on time. And that's something you and I talked about on Thursday. You said, we're seeing this. And I said, well, sometimes the public doesn't see that, but you were seeing it internally in him kind of making those baby steps and all the improvement.
Absolutely, and a lot of the things that we struggled with, it wasn't just entirely him. It was sometimes protection issues where he didn't get a chance to, go through a progression. So our protection was much better. We just flowed a lot more efficiently offensively. I think if I had to say right now, we wish we would have ran the ball more effectively. That wasn't quite as as productive as we hoped. But thank goodness that our passing game came alive, because they were trying to stop us from running the ball. And then they knew that we had some struggles throwing the ball to this point. Thank goodness that came alive today, so that'll give some people some notice.
You've said to me before that you've got a what's the word I'm looking for? You got a willing audience when you talked about improvement. But now that you can walk a tape in and say, fellas, this is what we've been talking about. You did it correctly, and look at the results. So that's a great teaching opportunity for you.
It's exactly right. Sometimes when you keep preaching those principles day in and day out, week in and week out, and months on end, if they don't see the results of it, they start to wonder, like, well, are we sure we're on the right track? But I think it all came together today. It was good to see that the progress at everything that we worked on and really spent the emphasis and time on really getting those things corrected really paid dividends for us today. So very proud of this football team. We got a good win, and now we're off to the next one.
I was going to say, congratulations, and now start working on Cal, right?
That's right, absolutely.